Check. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Brandon, and we are back with another product review today. So, my friends over at Great Video Maker, man, I love Great Video Maker because they just have a plethora of LED continuous lighting. Man, they've been in the game for so long, and they have came out with some amazing products for a much affordable price compared to some of the competition that's on the market today. So today, Great Video Maker sent me one of their newer lights. This has already been released at the time of this video, so this is about a few weeks after the release. This is their newest LED continuous light. This is the GVM SD80D, a very small, compact, tiny, but yet powerful LED light that is portable, and you can take it in a lot of places. Let's go over some of the specs of the new SD80D. It features an LCD screen, app control, and mesh networking. It also has a CRI of 97. It has a color temperature ranging from 2700K to 7500K. Lumens is about 11,300 at about a half meter and about 2860 at about 1 meter. It has a stepless adjustment. It is a 80-watt powered light. It can be powered between 100 and 200 volts. It has DC and battery. So GVM sent me this light, so you get the light. You also get a foldable light stand, pretty compact. See, I still got the plastic on this joker. So you got a pretty compact light stand where the lights fold out and they fold up, making it a really nice compact light stand for you. And you also get a light modifier also. It is a silver interior to bounce, all right, the light, because it is continue light. You get a Bowens mount. You do get your inner and outer diffusion panels, and you get your rods. Now, I'm not a big fan of this, and we're going to come back to the light modifier in just a second. So breaking down a few of these parts, not too much to break down. The light stand is right here. The legs actually fold out. The hinges are more closer to the top, so they fold all the way down. And you do have a 3-stop light stand, so you'll be able to adjust it in 3 different spots before getting to the top. And then when you're done, you close it all up. So not too much with this light stand. It is small and compact. Definitely something if you're just looking for something really small and you want to, move it and you're on the go. This is a pretty good option. All right. The legs do fold out on, to keep the balance on even on flat surfaces. So that's really good. Now, a little bit more about the softbox. With the softbox, I do understand the idea of portability. All right. You want to be able to move and go. And that's the reason why I can understand why they would send you this in the kit with it. However, I just think in 2023, we're in a different era right now, and everything is about collapsible, being able to break down and go. And when you're on the move, especially if you're using this for interviews, if you want to go real quick and set up a light and do some interviews and stuff like that, having a softbox that you can't collapse down is, especially as me as a photographer and even some videographers out there, is kind of an inconvenience. And but like I said, for the price and what they're doing, I can understand them sending this out. Now, this will also be really beneficial to somebody who has a studio and you need really good lighting. Maybe you're setting up your studio for the first time and you want to get some really good LED lighting in that studio, and this is something that's going to stay there and never move. This is a really good option. But your Bowens mount, you got to put these rods and stuff together. So on your rods, you have a fat end, and make sure you understand that you got a fat end to the rod and you have a smaller end. The fatter end goes into the Bowens mount adapter, all right, all the way around. And then you have these grooves in your modifier where the smaller part of the modifier goes into these little grooves on here, like so. All right, so make sure when you put this all together, you're following those steps. All right, but enough with the softbox, because I'm not about to put this together. I probably honestly will never use it because I have 1,000 softboxes. But for you guys out there who do get this kit and you're starting off, this is a really good option for you. So with this kit, again, you get a light stand, you get a light modifier, and you get a light. And I know that's what most of you guys are here about today. So let's get to on this tiny but very, very powerful LED light. All right, so I'm going to take you through the menus and how this light actually works. Now, I also forgot to mention that you do get a 7-inch reflector with this light. Now, currently, right now, I do have 2 MP batteries right there, like so. All right, so this is what it looks like. Let me turn it over. So we are going to use 2 MP batteries, and I'm going to get to something really special that I haven't really saw in nobody's video, and I don't know if they know that they can do it or not, but I'm also give you some show you guys something with the power supply on here and how you can also hook up Vmount batteries, because nobody's really talked about Vmount batteries. All right, I'll get to that later. Now this right here, this is your release. This is your mechanism to release your Vmount modifiers that you put on here. On the back, you have a switch that goes up. All right, and when you press that switch up, this is for DC power. When you press it down, this is for battery power. All right, and as you can see, the light is on right now and we are working. So I'm going to take you through a few steps on here. Now I'm going to show you the back of the light. So this is your compound now right here. Now again, compound means that you can also turn it, but you can also push it in. It does more than one thing. All right, you have your DC power in right here, and then you have your switch up for DC power, down for batteries. And then over here on the side, again, you got your LED screen. You also have your button there that you'll be able to control your effects. This is also how you put this to connect it to Bluetooth using the GVM app. And this is also how you control your color temperature. So let's run through this real quick and show you how this bad boy works. All right, so right now we are on color temperature. Now I'm just going to turn it, and when I turn the knob, when I turn the compound knob, I am adjusting the intensity of the light. All right, I'm adjusting the power. It goes all the way up, of course, to 100 and all the way down to 0. All right, so that's the first one. So that adjusts your intensity of the light, or your power of your light. Now when you press your compound knob in, you can adjust it in 20 light increments. So 20, 50, 80. Oh, that's not 20. So it starts off at 10. When you press it in again, it goes to 30. When you press it again, it goes to 50, but then it goes up 30 increments to 80, and then to 100. So it's like, it's so crazy. It's like 10, 20, 20, 30, 20, whatever the case may be. So it's not necessarily that it adjusts in 20 respective increments, that one increment that's 30. So think about that. All right, so anyway, so if you rotate the knob, you go to your regular increments, which is 1 increment, and then if you press it in, it'll adjust it by 30. To adjust your CTT or your Kelvin, you have to hold the knob in while you're still in CTT, and then you can adjust your Kelvin as so. So you can see it's getting brighter. It'll go all the way up to 7500 Kelvin and all the way down to 2700 Kelvin. That's how you adjust your Kelvin. You have to hold the knob in. Now over to the left here, you will see that it says CTT. All right, we are in our color control temperature mode right now. So everything that you're doing in here is going to be color temperature mode. So in this mode, the only thing you can do is adjust the intensity, and you can adjust your Kelvin in this mode. Now we're going to go to another mode. When you press this button, it's going to send you to your light effects screen. All right. So right now you can see that it says 01. Okay. So everything that we're going to do in this mode is going to be in our light effects scene. All right. So when you go into the light effects scene, your icon right here will say SC, and then it have the number of whatever light effect scene you're in. So right now I think this is just like the flashing scene. So when you adjust your knob, you can still adjust the intensity and how bright you want that effect just by turning it. Now when you hold the knob in, it's going to go to your Kelvin. So if you want that specific effect at a different Kelvin, hold it in, and you can adjust the color temperature of that specific light scene. Now when you hold this knob in again, it's going to say TIM. That's your timing. So that's going to basically adjust the frequency of that specific light scene. So that's going to allow you to have that scene go small or slow, and then when you turn it all the way up to 10, it's going to flash faster. And that's how that works. I think you guys know with other LED lights, when you put it on 1 or 2, it goes slower when it flashes or whatever that effect is, and then when you turn it up into the highest one, it's going to go faster. All right, that's what that is. That's what that timing thing is right there. So that's what it does. And if you had any problems with trying to adjust that effect and make it faster, make it slower, that's where you want to be at. All right, so again, if we hold it in, it's going to take us to our intensity. If we hold it in it again, it's going to take us to our color temperature of that specific scene. And then if you hold it in one more time, it's going to take you to timing. Now, how do you get into the other lighting scenes? Use your compound knob and just press it in one time. Now you can see we're in lighting scene number 4. Now we're in lighting scene number 5. And then you go through the same steps with adjusting the intensity, adjusting the color temperature, and also adjusting the timing of that specific scene the same way we did in scene 1. So that's pretty much the basics on it. You see your battery indicator right up here at the top right, right there. Now, another thing is, if you press that button again, it's going to throw you back into your CCT. You press that button again, it's going to throw you back into your light scenes. Now, how do you connect this to the app? I'm so glad you asked. Here we go. So if you press and hold this button, on the right hand side, it's going to come up and it's going to say app. Sorry. Damn. See, now you can see it says app right there. So what you do is how you connect this to the app. You need to go and download the Great Video Maker app on your smartphone. But I'm going to put the app right on the screen here so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. So when you put it in app mode, it should come up right here. It's going to say Bluetooth devices nearby. You're going to see it says GVM SD80D. Now you want to go ahead and press start connect. You gotta click on the device that you want to connect. Hit start connecting, and it's going to take a few seconds, and then it's going to sync the light to your app. Okay, so there it is. So now you want to press done, and then you'll be able to go into the app. Now, all right, so in here you can adjust your Kelvin. Now it gives you 3 presets already: 3200 Kelvin, 4300 Kelvin, and 5600 Kelvin. You can go right into those presets already. It's already there for you, and you can go right here and adjust the intensity. As you can see, it changing right there by itself. And that's it. You can also turn the light on and off by pressing the on and off button right here at the top of the app. All right, and so to get out of the CTT mode and go into the other modes, what you do is you swipe, all right, and you will see all the other modes, and we're going to go into effects. All right, so if I click on effect, you have to turn the effects on, and then the first one you're going to see is lightning. Once you hit lightning, all right, well, it's going to throw us in lightning mode. I'm going to turn up the intensity a little bit so you can actually see the light. All right, now you have to start it. Awesome. So lightning is pretty cool because you can manually trigger the lightning. If you're doing something, if you're in a scene and you want it to hit at an exact moment, you can actually trigger it and it'll do it, and then it'll actually go off. Or you can actually start it and it'll actually continue to do it as randomly as it's supposed to, according to your timing and what you have it set on. To get to the other ones, you go ahead and you press lightning, the lightning icon. It's going to bring up the rest of them. So the other one you have CT, you have the CTT loop. Is cool too. What it does, it starts from 2700 and it goes all the way up through all the kelvins, all the way up to the top, and then it goes back and it just loops through the kelvins. So that's kind of what that looks like. And you can have it loop really, really fast, or you can have it loop really, really slow. But remember, for everything that you do, you have to press start, and you can press stop on it. This again is just going to loop through all the kelvins. All right, you go back, and then you can go to candle. You can start this one. So again, you can go through this and play with this, but I kind of just wanted to show you what the app looked like and how that works with this light. So let's go ahead and stop that. Bam, bam, bam. So that is the SD80D in a nutshell. But there's one more thing I want to show you. I want to show you how this thing works with V-mount batteries. Now, a lot of people don't know how to connect the V-mount battery. I'm actually going to show you right now. For all you guys out there who's trying to figure out how to use this on a V-mount battery, I'm going to show you a trick to this light, because this can have this thing running for a very long time. Now, GVM says when you put 2 MP batteries on here that the timing that it runs is for about 2 hours. But what if you can have it run way longer than that with V-mount batteries? Well, one of the things I have from other lights, and you can also get this on Amazon. This is a DC power connector to a D-tap. All right, DC power to a D-tap. So what this does, if you take this in and plug it into DC, and then you take this side and you could connect it. Now this is I have 2 of them, because just for this demonstration I'm going to show you 2. I have 2 V-mount batteries here. Okay, so if you take this and you plug the D-tap into this V-mount battery, what you do is, remember this switch, if you go down, you're going to be in power mode. You're going to be in power mode, which powers the batteries. When you switch it up, you're in power DC. So how do we know this is in power DC? Well, what if I take the batteries off? Voila, I can power this through V-mount batteries now. Here you go, look. No batteries. You have to get a DC to D-tap connector. You can get this on Amazon. I'll put the link below to this. But this is what I use with all of my lights, especially when they take DC power. All you have to do is get a connector and connect it to your V-mount battery. This thing is amazing. I love it. So now, here you go. So now this thing is being powered by DC through V-mount battery. There you go. I can disconnect it. Here's another one. Come on, boy. There you go. It's connected to another V-mount battery. So now, can you connect the MP batteries and the V-mount battery at the same time? I'm glad you asked that. Let me show you something. So if I was to put the 2 MP batteries back on here, right now we are up. Let me show you this, and let me turn this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it to the side just so you can see the light coming out. All right. So right now it's up, which means that it is in DC power. If I switch it down, it should go to battery power, right? Off. Battery. Off. DC. This makes this even more portable and a more user defined product, because you can go to your interviews, you can go interview somebody, take this light, set it up on a stand real quick, and have some amazing light and be able to use it for a very, very long time. Now, I know there's going to be one question out there. If you have the V-mount battery, will the MP batteries charge when this is running on V-mount? The answer is no. All right, these will not charge while this is on V-mount. Now, this is what I have found, because when I put my MP batteries back on the charger, I know the percentage that there are. So it's not like the percentage of them raised. When I put it back on there, they were still low. So I'm telling you, no, that they will not charge while they are on V-mount power. There might be some new tests, and maybe GVM can hop in the comments and and really kind of like explain that to you or tell you if they can or cannot. But from my testing and what I've done, they will not charge when Vmount power is connected. But for all you guys who want to know, yes, you can run a Vmount battery on the GVM SD80D. So that is all I have for you guys, man. I hope you guys comment. I hope you guys like, and I hope you subscribe. I love this light. I am definitely going to be taking places when I do weddings, when I want to interview somebody. I can take this and really set it up really, really fast. The only thing is I'm probably going to have to use one of my own modifiers, because when I go in and when I leave, I got to be able to break stuff down. I don't want to have a softbox that is not collapsible and I just got to take it and throw it in the car or something like that and not be able to fold it down and put it up. So again, for you guys, if this is staying in your studio and it's going to be stationary and not going anywhere, it's just perfect for you. The price for this thing, if I'm not mistaken, is $199 for the entire kit. You get this amazing light, you get the light stand, you get the reflector, you get the softbox. I mean, you can't beat that price. I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank my sponsor GVM for sending me this light and allowing me to review it. I absolutely love it. It is so powerful. It is great. It's 80 watts. I mean, that's all you really need for a interview. I mean, that's crazy. So I didn't do any comparisons where I put it on the wall next to some of my 80 watt LEDs, because I think that's stupid. I don't really care about that. What I care about is the functionality of it, the portability of it, and if I can take it out. So again, big shout out to GVM for sending me this product. I absolutely love it. And you'll be able to do a lot of different things with this when it comes to functionality, portability, and just taking this thing. And you can run it off of Vmount, and this thing will run for a very, very long time. All right. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. This is your boy Brandon, aka the Kevin Hart Photography, and I will see you in the next video. We out.